Small businesses make up Piedmont as a whole and bring the town together because of the small town that it is. Do you think your office serves as a positive aspect of our community? If so, how?
I think it does. We are trying to provide a service here that normally is only available in large cities. We have a 3 office practice, and we chose to go into small communities. Piedmont being the first community. Um, but what we've done, we've equipped an office with equipment that no one else in the area has. So the people of Piedmont can stay in this area and receive what we would consider top quality care close to home.
Okay. So, how and why did you choose Piedmont to be your location for your Piedmont office?
When I was a student in optometry school working on my doctorate, one of the big things I did was I did something called demographic research. And demographic research incorporates studying the local area, the local economy, the local populations, and understanding what that area had to offer a smart business person if they came in and understood what was going on. In Piedmont had a population of about 5,500 to 6,000 folks. But when you look at the area and the draw area of Piedmont, the Piedmont draw area is somewhere between 18 and 20,000 people. People don't realize that Piedmont has that large of a draw area. So that was a big enough area for me to come into and provide the services I need to provide, and afford to do so. At that time, Piedmont also had some local industry, which has changed some, but the population statistics have been stable over that time and made it an economically viable area for us to come and practice in. Make sense?
Sir? Okay, and our final question, and you can go into it.
If you could describe Piedmont in one word, what would it be?
One word, pride. I would say pride. Piedmont is obviously where my daughter goes to school, my sons go to school. This is a community of regional pride, school pride, and when you have pride, some people think that pride is a bad thing, but in this regard, I think Piedmont pride is a wonderful thing because we draw together as a community, and we love one another, we support one another to lead to one goal, and that's Piedmont success and Piedmont pride. So pride's that one word.
Do you think small businesses are a positive aspect of Piedmont?
Well, if we have small businesses in Piedmont, certainly the number one thing that happens is it creates jobs for people. And that's always important because, people need a job to pay their bills. And the economy is still not in the best of shape. So any new businesses that we can get will bring jobs into Piedmont. And that helps people pay their bills. It also opens up the opportunity if we have jobs in Piedmont to where people do not have to travel out of town to go to work. Uh, I know for many years I worked at DHR and I went back and forth for 36 years to Anniston. And, if I had had a job in Piedmont, I could have just traveled from my house in Piedmont to my job. So if we can create more jobs in the city of Piedmont, hopefully more people can work uh, in our town instead of having to travel out of town. I think I think it also gives people the sense of I'm contributing something positive to the city by creating a business in town. We all like to give, and if we can open up a business and give back to the public by way of a product, by way of employment opportunities, I think that's a win-win for everybody. And also it's kind of like a domino effect too. If somebody opens up a business, maybe somebody else will open up a business. If you have 2 empty stores and one store gets opened up and does well, maybe somebody will come in and open up the other empty store, and that's a plus. Example, Solid Rock. I appreciate what Greg South and his wife Jennifer are doing. They have the Solid Rock, and he recently purchased a building across the street, and he's going to turn that into the Chief Ladaga trading post. And Greg's and Jennifer are both making very strong efforts to bring employment to our downtown area, and I commend them for what they're doing. One thing it also does for the city is if somebody opens up a job in Piedmont, the city's going to get sales tax out of that. We're going to get a business license. We're going to get utilities out of that business. We own our own utilities, so we're going to be able to collect money from power, gas, water, sewage, trash pickup. So not only is it a benefit for the citizens of the town by way of having something to shop, uh, it's also a benefit for the new employees, and it also brings additional monies into our city, and that in turn allows us to turn around and hopefully buy some things that we need that make life easier for the citizens of this town. Example, our street equipment is old, and we try to buy new pieces of equipment as we can. If we have more sales tax monies coming in, we can apply this to more things that the town needs, and therefore we all benefit from that. So it's a win-win situation for everybody.
What made you start the cafe and choose Piedmont for your business?
Okay, the cafe Jennifer started 12 years ago, Piedmont being her home, and she felt like there needed to be something cool in downtown Piedmont, and it was, Solid Rock is a cool place, so it has been alive here in downtown ever since it was open 12 years ago.
Okay. How do you think the cafe and the Ladaga Trading Post and the Ladaga Trail as a whole make your business a positive aspect of Piedmont?
Okay, everything that goes on in downtown Piedmont, the Solid Rock Cafe and all the other businesses play a vital importance to the whole community. The trail brings in a lot of people from Atlanta, Birmingham, all over the world. We've had people stay in our loft from Europe. So this restaurant here is very vital to what happens here. We are opening the Chief Ladaga Trading Post, bringing in more business here, and our whole focus is to create a lively atmosphere in downtown Piedmont. And I've only been here 2 years, but since I've been here, I've seen things grow dramatically because of the efforts that we have put here at the Solid Rock and at the Chief Ladaga Trading Post. And the importance of the trail itself, if it wasn't for the trail, I wouldn't be in Piedmont. It was the trail that brought me through Piedmont for the first time. And a lot of people come through Piedmont because of the trail, the Cherubim Creek, and many other things around Piedmont. So, it's a very unique place, and this is a very vital part of Piedmont, this whole downtown area. And I think you will see in the future more great things happening here as we continue to strive to make this a cool place for all shoppers and those who want to come in and get something to eat or experience Piedmont in a positive aspect.
Okay, thank you so much. How and why did you choose Piedmont to be your location for your chiropractic business?
Well, my brother was a sophomore at JSU, and I was working in Jasper, and I was on my way back home to Marietta, so I came through JSU to see my brother for his birthday, and missed my turn to the left to go out to 278 and drove through downtown Piedmont and just left it instantly.
Awesome.
Found this building was open, and I moved here, I think, the next month.
That is awesome. Okay, so how long have you been in Piedmont?
I've been here 22 years.
Wow. And you've loved it since.
Loved it ever since.
And how do you think small businesses have changed and adapted since you've been here for 22 years?
Well, it's changed a good bit just in that we've lost so much industry,
Mhm.
which changes patient flow into a small business. But it's still been just a wonderful place to have a business and raise your family.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, and finally, how do you think your office serves as a positive aspect of Piedmont's community?
Well, I
It's
think
just kind of personal preference.
every community needs a chiropractor. We serve a good purpose in helping keep everybody healthy, and as far as your natural immunity and your general well-being.
Without small businesses, Piedmont would not be what it is today. Small businesses turn a small town into a big town with a big heart.